What is going on? What is going on, peoples? Let me make sure I got everything good to go. Oh boy. Let me make sure we're good. Usually I don't stream this late, but hey, it is what it is, my guy. It is what it is. I think we might be good. I think we might be good. Let me make sure everything's copacetic. Should be good to go. Should be good to go. I'm going to let everybody get up in here because we got some topics to talk about that we're going to check out. Nothing too crazy, but just got to address some stuff. That's it. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? I finally figured out how to fix this freaking sub goal. Because last time I was live streaming, I don't know why the sub goal was jacked up, but it was. It is what it is. Let's see. I'm trying to do that right there. All right. I think we are good. Oh, what's going on, everyone? We're only going to stream for like an hour. I'm going to try to do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Just like 3 times a week to start off. And then we're going to kick it up from there. But I'm trying to, start it off to get right. Because I told y'all, when Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out, I'm going to be live streaming like a madman. So I'm probably just going to be back to back with these live streams to give y'all some consistent, because I don't want to be one of those YouTubers who don't talk to their audience. I need to speak to y'all. I need to see what's up. Hey, okay, I'm new and Netflix just showed you to me. Why do you say switch to it? Netflix? Why is Netflix suggesting you to me? I don't know. That's weird. We're going to get into why not Netflix. See, now you got me all jacked up. We're going to get into that. As you can see what I got on the screen right here. I found out some interesting stuff about this Switch 2. Abraham Roberts, YouTube. Okay. Do you have the Switch 2? I need to know that first. The stream just started, so we're letting everybody get in here, but several tabs open. You got to close them, man. You got to close them. Hey, like I said, I'm going to be streaming for only like an hour. I'm going to try to do this every night if I can, like at least Monday through Friday, sometimes on the weekend. You got the Switch 2. Oh boy. See, okay, this is perfect. You're gonna be who I gotta bounce this stuff off of, because you gotta check me if I'm wrong. But from everything that I'm seeing and hearing, people ain't too happy with this Switch 2. Once it got released and people are figuring out what you can and can't do, the limited games it has, so on and so forth, people aren't too happy. And hey, it is what it is. But we're gonna get into it. I'm just wait like 3 to 5 more minutes to let some people get up in here, and then we're gonna get into the topics. But yes, the Switch is a mess from everything I'm hearing, and I have a experience with the Switch Lite, and other handhelds like the PlayStation Portable, all that stuff. So we're gonna see what's up with the what's up. But we're gonna give it like a few more minutes for people to get in here. Like I said, I usually don't live stream, okay? But I'm going to try to stay consistent for you guys, just so I can touch base with you guys and see what's up, what's the temperature, everything. I'm supposed to put my necklace on. I like the Switch 2, but I'm a very casual gamer. All right, well, this stuff, it might apply to you. It might apply. It just depends on what you got your Switch for. Like if you're going to use it all the time. I don't know. But to us gamers who are dedicated to gaming on a weekly, if not daily basis, that stuff is important to us. But anyways, we're gonna start hopping into these topics, dude, because I'm pretty sure y'all saw by the title. Y'all probably want to know, bro, what is this dude talking about? My Switch is amazing. Hey, it might be. It might be. It might be. You mostly play Xbox X, then PS5, then Switch. You gotta switch your pecking order a little bit. You gotta put some respect on PS5 name, okay? It's PS5 above all. Well, I know the PC people are gonna be like, no, it's the PC. You can get this and that and this and that. Okay, cool. But to me, I'm a console guy. I can't help it. I will be getting a PC setup this year with the help of some friends of mine, because I have no clue where to start. But to me, the pecking order is no other way besides the PS5, then the Xbox. Well, if I'm gonna include PC in there, at least from my experience, PS5, PC, Xbox. I wouldn't even put the Switch next. I would put freaking the PlayStation Portable. Maybe Steam Deck, then PlayStation Portable, and then Switch. That's just my order, only because the Switch is so limited on games. But yeah. We're gonna get into the hoopla. The hoopla. All right. The Switch 2. I know it's not just me. Yeah, PS5 is king, but Xbox is on my desk and I work from home. I mean, yeah, you diversify your portfolio, my brother. Diversify your options. That's cool. If you can get them all. And I tested out the Xbox. I liked it. It was cool. I'm just more of a fan of the PS5 exclusive games. That's literally the only difference for me. They both pretty much have the same quality, but that's literally the only difference for me. So I've been seeing so many freaking articles about this Nintendo Switch 2, and it ain't looking too good. First of all, I already knew it had limited games when it was announced. I knew it had limited games. They didn't really show off much. All they show off is freaking Mario every time. Every time. I get it. Mario's cool and all, but I need more. Give me more. It's just so limited. You're limited. Yes, you can play some GameCube stuff on here, but bro, who's really doing that much to that extent in 2025? I don't think many people are. Could I be wrong? I could be wrong, but I don't think too many people are playing those GameCube games. Bro, no way PS5 Portal is before Switch 2. I have the port. What? Remember, you can't say the phrase PS5 is king and then not put the Portal, which directly complements the PS5, under the Switch 2. You just can't do that, because literally you're playing the same games. It's remote play. And the way the Switch 2 is set up, it kind of washes out any potential it might have had. So yeah, the PlayStation Portable, you can't directly, play games from that solely by itself without the actual console itself. No, but you're still playing those PS5 exclusive games. And if you're just so used to console and PlayStation, the controls, because the Switch is very narrow with the controls. I got a Portal right here, as you can see. It's pretty much set up just like the controller. Pretty much the same setup. It's just a big freaking screen in the middle, big ass screen in the middle, and that's the only difference to me. So when I can't sit down right here and play video games all day and not move, I pick up the Portal and just go wherever I'm going. And yes, you can play it away from your house. You just got to get on the Wi-Fi wherever you are and have your PS5 in rest mode. So to me, it's the same thing. So I can't put the Switch above the Portal because, yeah, the Switch can put games directly in there. But at least according to this now, you're not even owning the damn game. You got the Switch 2, and you have these game key cards. So when you go to the store, you go to GameStop, Best Buy, wherever it is, and you're like, oh, let me get this game because I'm going to own it. Now, me, I don't have too many physical games anymore. Let me show y'all. I got a few. You said a Portal is a remote with a screen. Switch 2 is a whole system. Hell, that's cool. but to me, it kind of get offset by what I just told you. But listen, I got a few physical games right here. I own these. PlayStation can't say, "Oh, no, this license is ours." You just the disc is just the license of the game, but you're really downloading the online element of it, or the software part, on our system. So basically, if their online system goes down, you can't play your game on the Switch. If I am not connected to the internet on my PlayStation and I'm playing a game that is not an online game like Call of Duty or something like that, I'm playing regular games, I can still play these if the internet's down or their servers crash or whatever the case is. I'm not solely reliant on their servers or whatever the hell else they got going on. That is the big gripe. And this is not just my opinion. This is what a lot of people are saying. We're gonna show y'all some articles, okay? Because I'm not just talking just to talk. I'm trying to tell y'all. But you're not owning your stuff. You're basically renting a chip to when you put it in, it scans, say, hey, this chip will allow you to access their online data for this game, and then it sends that signal to whatever server, and they allow you to download it. And as you can see right here, and I've heard a few people talking about this, but let me go to this damn tab. I'm tripping. This is the you see this where it says it can brick your console? So this is this is the issue. And this may not apply to you. This may not apply to you. But if you modify your Switch in any way, I guess they have some internal sensors to figure out if you're modifying your Switch. But if you do that in any way and they detect that, guess what? They can potentially ban you from using your own damn Switch that you paid $500 for. How stupid does that sound? Come on now. I know I'm not alone on that. That sounds stupid. You bought the Switch. Same thing with my PlayStation. I bought this PlayStation. If I want to modify it, put whatever I want to do to it, well, I don't know. Change the plates out, put some dark plates on it, put a cooling system, whatever I want to do. It's still mine. You're not finna I already gave y'all the money. Y'all asked for $800 for this PS5 Pro. I paid $800. How the hell you gonna tell me after that, oh, nah, if you mess this up, we gonna shut you out? Bro, what? Oh, please make that make sense. Abraham, make it make sense to me, bro. Make it make sense to me. That definitely don't apply to me. I just enjoy the games and keep it moving. Okay, and that's what I'm saying. Some of this stuff might not apply to you, and you say you're a casual gamers, but there are some hardcore gamers and some people who really invest into making their stuff their own that might modify their stuff or want to more so own what they purchase. You basically renting it. That's crazy. And to me, this probably might be a bad example, but to me, that kind of feels like playing, and I don't know how old y'all are, but that's like owning a house, you pay it off, and you still got to pay property taxes. What? That don't make no sense. Why am I still paying to taxes on my house? I paid it off. This should be mine free and clear. But no, they like, nah, you gotta pay us some money every month just for having it. You gotta pay the tax. Bro, what are you talking about, bro? To me, that's just stupid. That doesn't make any sense. And on top of that, like I was saying, y'all get me sidetracked. Like I was saying, not only do you not own the game, not only will they shut you out if you modify it, but it's already more expensive. Not just the console, but the games as well. And now, I'm not going to be biased here. This does not just apply to the Switch. This applies to gaming across the board. Guaranteed the next Xbox is going to be hella expensive. This PS5 Pro that just came out that I got, $800. I was baffled when that price happened. Bro, and that goes into if y'all look at the thumbnail, that goes in my last topic. Bro, it's getting expensive as hell to be a gamer and a tech guy. Like, bro, they must think we rich or something. Coming out with a new phone every year. granted, you don't have to buy it. That's gonna be the crutch to all this. You don't have to buy it. But I've been buying a new phone every year since high school. Sometimes I buy a new phone every 6 to 8 months. That's just me. I'm interested in it. I budget for it. I get hooked up in other. I'm never paying full price, so that's out the window. You ain't gonna get me paying full price. But bro, it's getting hella expensive to be a freaking gamer in 2025. And y'all already know GTA. Ooh, I fear what's about to come with GTA 6. That thing is about to be not $70, not $80, not $90. I guarantee that game is going to be at minimum $100 to $150 for the standard edition. Mark my words. You heard it here first. Well, you didn't hear it here first. Everybody been saying this. But June 11th is going to be hella expensive. I understand what you're saying. If you were a hardcore gamer and wanted to customize things, probably wouldn't feel the same as I do. Yeah, I agree. To be honest, as much as I enjoy the Switch 2 and the games, I do feel it's overpriced. Oh, you ain't alone. It's hella overpriced. I looked it up. I showed you guys. I had another video, but I'll just show y'all here. The first Nintendo Switch price. How much was the first Nintendo Switch? No, not the 2. Bro, stop trying to track me. Nintendo Switch price release. Oh, I can't spell. So the first Nintendo Switch, as you can see right here, was $299. $300. How much is this new Switch? $500. Now, you have the Switch, Abraham. You have the Switch 2. Is this Switch 2 worth a $200 upgrade? Please answer that honestly. I'll wait for you. GTA 6 is going to be for middle class and up. It could be, but everybody and their mama gonna buy that, bro. I'm telling you that now. I'm literally gonna be a zombie. I'm gonna be locked in this room when that comes out. But yeah, answer this question. I don't know if you had the first Switch, but is this Switch 2 a significant upgrade enough that you think it's worth $200 more? Just answer that question. Please tell me. Tell me. I'm waiting on you. I ain't proceeding until you tell me, Abraham. No. I like it, but it is not worth $5. Thank you. And that is that is the moral to the story, people. Okay? If this device was a little bit cheaper, it would be a lot easier to swallow the pill. Pause. It would be a lot easier to digest this $200 uptick in price. Nintendo Switch 2 price. It'd be a lot easier to justify. Bro, y'all stop it. All the AI everywhere, man. I can't escape it. But yes, if it was cheaper, it'd be a lot easier to justify upgrading. If you consider an upgrade, yes, it does have some upgrades. But to me, as a gamer, I've been gaming all my life. It is not worth it to me. I just don't get it. $399 all day long. Yeah, to me, if they would have priced this $100 more, it's 2025, that whole tariff issue and all that crap happened. Whatever, cool. Whatever excuse you want to say. Maybe it's more digestible for a $399 price tag. That's cool. It's decent enough. But they were making it seem like there was going to be this overwhelming pour of people trying to reserve this Switch 2, and it was going to be sold out everywhere. People waited out line, which I don't know why, because all they said was, hey, Switch 2, guess what? We got Mario. Oh, it's more expensive too. You got to pay for that. Oh, I forgot. The games are more expensive too. It's like $80. But hey, don't worry about that. Switch 2, ooh, magnetic little Joy-Cons or whatever. They snap on there. It's magnetic now. Oh, the screen's bigger, but we still got these big ass bezels on the side. Don't worry about that. You like it though, right? It's, to me, it's screamed out. We don't really care about what y'all got going on. We know some of y'all gonna buy this. We need to make up for whatever losses they had. $500. Let's see what's gonna happen. They just threw it at the wall. Did they notice? That's what happened. But it's a mess. It's a mess. Now, I know this search in particular is biased because I'm typing it in this way, but this is just to give a disclaimer, there are people who enjoy the Switch. You enjoy the Switch. That's cool. You enjoy the Switch too. You're a casual gamer, all that good stuff. It is what it is. I got it on launch day through Verizon. No way I was waiting in line. Yeah, I mean, to me, this was not worth waiting out for. Even the PS5, when that first came out, not the Pro, but when that first came out, I didn't wait in line per se, but they had like an online queue. I guess technically I waited in line. I was literally in the middle of doing something, and when I knew it was going to launch, I literally stepped aside and was spamming my order. I was waiting. I didn't care how long it took. I was going to order a PS5. I wasn't going to miss. And y'all know how scalpers are. Like, that was a whole different ballpark. You ain't got to worry about no scalpers with the Switch 2. But that was a nightmare. And then when the PS5 Pro came out, even though it was more expensive, even though they had PSSR and freaking everything that they announced that made it higher quality, I would guess, and the Pro enhanced games and stuff like that, it was still scalpers getting this console, doing the tons of orders. Literally, I made a video on it. First day, within the first 20, 30 minutes, whatever, it was already on eBay getting sold for like 10,000, 13,000. I'm like, bro, this is insane. Controversy. Oh, yeah, I typed that in already. Anyways, that was a whole different ballpark. So I'm going to just read some key points right here, and then we're going to take it to social media so we can see what the people are saying. I don't give Nintendo huge credit for a great launch above PS5. PS5 was a freaking disaster. I agree. I'm telling you. But it's way more fandom and fanfare around, I guess, traditional consoles. Because even when Xbox came out, I know that was a hot commodity. Was it as much as a hot commodity as PlayStation? In my opinion, no. But I wasn't looking that hard, you know? Anyways, just read some of these key points. I don't want to bore y'all. We gotta keep it hot, keep it moving. But anyways, the higher prices, we already talked about that. The game key cards, as you can see, instead of traditional cartridges, Switch 2 physical games now use game key cards that unlock a digital download of the game. So what is the point of buying a physical game? Please tell me. It's just wasting plastic. Literally, I saw the unboxing of a game. It's literally a huge case like this, huge, and then you got the little cartridge at the bottom. Bro, just say, hey, we're not doing any physical games. Just download all of them, because it's a waste of plastic. It's stupid. It's stupid. But whatever, you know, that's what they want to do. This has been criticized as a step away from physical media and requiring an internet connection to play. Again, that's a big thing. What if you want to play stuff when you're not online? You're not going to have a connection everywhere you go. Do they? And answer me this. I don't know. Do they have like a built-in Wi-Fi system where it has its own signal and you always have internet? Or does it solely rely on the traditional Wi-Fi? Like you just got to connect to a Wi-Fi. Is that, am I tripping? Is that something new, or like what's up with that? Make sure to like the stream too if you guys are in here. Definitely appreciate it. But yeah, let me know. Is that a new thing or no? I used to be a collector of games and cases, so I understood the appeal, but I don't care anymore. Yeah, I mean, I don't either. I used to get like collector's edition. I mean, y'all see some stuff on the wall. I don't know if y'all can tell. I have some collector's edition stuff here. I like it just for the aesthetics, but outside of that, it does nothing for me. I mean, yeah, it's just you paying a lot of money for minimal experience. I'll say that. Yeah, let me know. Abraham, is it a built-in connection or what? Like, what's the deal with that? Because I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure it's not. Come on, Abraham. You slowing up the chat, bro? We gotta move. We gotta move. Why you decipher? I don't know what you're doing. You might be at work. Let me not. while you figure that out, let's go back to this article. Look at this. Oh no, get out of here. Switch to upgrade. Some gamers are on, and this is just the AI summary of all this stuff. So, but we're gonna get to what the media says. Some gamers are unhappy with Nintendo's decision to charge for upgrading older Switch games to the Switch 2 version, viewing it as a cash grab. Now, this is a good talk. This is a good point as well. The PS5 Pro, and I have to compare because this is what I have experience with, but the PS5 Pro did not charge most games, because there were some that I think you had to pay like a $10, $5 or $10 charge for the enhanced like Pro edition, but that wasn't most games. That was a rare few. But most games already had the Pro Enhanced. If they were going to be enhanced, it had that Pro Enhanced label on it already. They didn't charge you extra for a Pro Enhanced game. But like, I think Horizon Zero Dawn or Forbidden West, one of those, it was just an update. It was just an update, but I think for the first Horizon Zero Dawn, you had to pay something, I believe. But most games didn't charge you for the enhancement. Even if you already had the games, they didn't charge you. You just got a software update one day, and it's like, oh, it's enhanced now. Granted, it wasn't many enhanced games. There are more now, but it wasn't many at first. Honestly, I don't quite understand the difference. It seems buying the cartridge is a disadvantage now, which is crazy weird. It's pointless. There's no other way to put it. It's pointless. But yeah, let me know. Is there a built-in signal in the Wi-Fi or in the Switch 2? Is there a built-in signal that you don't have to use like local Wi-Fi? Let me know that, please. Anyways, let's continue. Nintendo's updated EULA includes language that suggests that they can render a Switch 2 console permanently unusable if users violate the agreement, including things like privacy or modding. To me, that's overstepping, bro. You're asking for $200 more, and you say, bro, if you violate X, Y, and Z, we will make your device disabled. That is insane. It's not yours anymore. It's mine. That's my only mindset around it. I can't think about it any other way. All right, let's just skip this. So let's go to we're gonna go to YouTube. Let's see. Oh no, not YouTube Studio. Not YouTube Studio. Y'all see my videos. I'm trying to stay on top of it. Check them out. All right. Nintendo Switch 2 review. Let's just do review. I don't want to just click on a random one. This guy's video is too long. I can't sit through that. Let's see what Marquez has to say.
My main two things about the Switch 2, it's just bigger. It's more comfortable because it's bigger. The Joy-Cons are bigger. The buttons are bigger. The screen is bigger. But the battery is also bigger, but probably doesn't last much longer. And then I guess my slightly more nuanced take is like in the same thing as the world of smartphones, where people in our world will have a lot more to say about the fidelity and the sharpness and the contrast ratio and the pitch blacks of the OLED.
Yeah.
I think a regular person just sees bigger, brighter, higher refresh rate, and that looks better.
Yeah.
If you are in the more nuanced crowd, I think the Switch 2 OLED that eventually comes out will speak to you more. But for most people, I think just this being bigger it just feels like an upgrade. There is a built-in screen protector on the Switch 2, and if you look right on the very corner, you can actually kind of see it. It's not as bad as like I was having flashbacks to the original Galaxy Fold, which is like it looks like someone installed one in the store after you bought it, and it's like I should just peel this off. It's not that bad. So it is a pre-installed screen protector, and you're apparently not supposed to remove it. So I did. I removed it. I'm just kidding. No, I didn't. Wow. Don't remove it. We left it on. If you want to install a screen protector over the top, you would literally install it over the top. My main two things about the Switch 2.
To me, that ain't enough for me to buy it. It's bigger, cool. That's great. But you still have, and I was fully expecting them to lessen those borders around the console, but or the handheld, but to me, I don't see why. Why do they have these bezels around the display? To me, I thought they were completely going to get rid of it for the most part when this launched, but I guess not. To me, that's not a good enough reason to buy this. Anyways, see what this guy has. They got Cyberpunk on it. That's great. Let me know if the audio is good.
Well,
that does not look bad at all. Look at that.
I know the docking is upgraded.
Playing on the Switch too. 8 years. 8 years. We've been waiting for this since the original Switch launched.
Come on, bro. Get to it.
1.9-inch screen. So as I say, it's sort of giving that.
I mean, it looks good. Don't get me wrong. It does look good. It looks nice. It looks, I guess, comfortable, to hold, but I heard it's kind of difficult to adjust your thumbs on where the thumbsticks are. It's a little bit unorthodox, but I guess that's just like with anything, you get used to using it that way. It is what it is. But yeah, it's not sold out in anywhere. I'll sum this all up. Because I don't want to harp on this too long. But it's not sold out everywhere. I thought it was going to be. I've only used the Switch OLED and Switch 2 with Wi-Fi or Ethernet, but I imagine a cartridge is where the advantage comes in if I don't have either. Yeah, buddy, but the new Switch, the cartridge is only to give you the game key that you have to download via online. So if you're mobile, that kind of null and voids all that stuff. It's just food for thought. But anyways, I don't want to harp on that too much. Just know that there was a lot of expectations for the Switch 2 to be sold out. It wasn't sold out. People were surprised when they found out the physical games, they don't actually own them. It's actually downloading the file from the online server, not from the cartridge or, in console terms, the disc. You're downloading it via online, which means that they can restrict your access or whatever. You can't play it offline. That's the issue. It's more expensive. It's an issue. The games are more expensive, which is an issue. And people aren't happy about it. People are not too happy about it. I don't want to harp on this too long, but TikTok, I don't even know if I'm signed in on here. I might be. No, I am not. Let's see. Oh, it'll still let me. Bro. For you. I want to search in the For You. Switch 2. Nintendo Switch 2. Ugh, I gotta log in. Whatever. Anyways, I'll do that later. So that's my feedback on it. I wouldn't get it just based on the price alone. But once I found out everything else, I was like, nah, I'm good. But anyways, in other news, apparently, iOS 26 liquid glass. Apparently, this was a hot topic. Apparently, Apple, all their iOS across the board with their Mac, iPads, phones, laptops, Vision OS, everything is going to be iOS 26 next year. Now, I know most people, they're Apple people. Whoop-de-frickin' do. I'm neither here nor there. I'm an Apple person and an Android person. I have an iPhone and an Android. I like both. I'm not that picky. Okay? I'll use both. It's just getting back used to one after I used one for so long. So, this has controversy as well. Who asked for this? Like that's what I gotta say. Who asked for this? This was their big reveal. Oh, look, this super transparent theme we have going on. Isn't it nice? I don't know if y'all know, but there's a major issue with this liquid glass. I'm gonna just look at it first. Tell me what do y'all think the issue is? What do y'all think the issue is with this liquid glass for iOS 26? Coming out next year, by the way. What do you think? Well, I'll guess. Liquid glass. Boom, bingo. It's too clear. It's too clear. Now, it's an option on your phone. You don't have to make it see-through. You don't have to make it this liquid glass or transparent or whatever. You can change it to whatever you want. But the only reason I bring this up is because this was their whole big reveal. This was their whole shebang. Like, oh, look, you can make this transparent. Now, from a tech guy, I can tell you guys from experience and from talking to people utilizing tons of devices, most people do not use all of the productivity features on any device, whether it be their laptop, their tablet, their phone. Most people do not. They're not a productivity beast like some other people might be. It's very few that utilizes most, if not all, of the features on whatever device they're using. This is the more common one that most people might use. All the other stuff that you can summarize emails and customize memojis, and some people will use that. I'm not gonna lie, the memoji part, but helping you with AI with your notes. Most people don't care and will not use those features. Now, students are more likely to use those than the common day-to-day person, but most people won't. This is the main eye catcher. To me, this screamed, hey, you remember Apple Intelligence that we were telling everybody about? Just forget about it. We know we said it was going to come out with the iPhone 16, but it didn't. Don't worry about that. Just look at this. Look, ooh, this is literally a, ooh, it's so shiny moment. That's all this said to me. Oh, look, it's so shiny. Bro, you can't even see this stuff. Look at it. You can barely read the icons. This is not legible.
So this is the new iOS.
Bro, MKBHD is on all the videos,
home
bro.
screen.
I didn't even know this was him.
This
I just
is
clicked
what it
on
looks like
Hold on,
with
let
the
me
all
move it.
clear icons turned on. All clear everything coming to an iPhone near you this fall.
Is
I
that
have
useful?
a lot of thoughts that I'm putting into a video, so subscribe for that. But yeah, this is the beginning of
Is
what
that
Apple's
useful?
calling liquid glass. You'll notice with the glass elements, every time
I
the
mean, it looks
background is
clean. Don't get me
dark,
wrong.
makes
It
the
definitely
UI
looks
light,
clean.
and every
But
time the
this
background's
part,
light, it
to
makes
me,
the
I
UI
feel like it would
dark.
just
Even as you're
bother
scrolling,
a lot of people.
there's just a lot going on with
Like,
readability.
this is very minimal.
Stay tuned.
Who really cares about this part?
So this is the new iOS 26 home screen, and this is what it looks like with the all clear icons turned on.
I don't know. To me, that was more of a, hey, forget what we said about Apple Intelligence. And I could be wrong, but is Apple Intelligence out yet? It's been damn near almost a year now. They said it was going to come out. It's not out. What happened? I don't think this is useful.
Exploring iOS 26 until it looks like an Android. Let's unlock it. So
Show
far
us
it's
the
okay.
liquid glass.
This is the new glass design.
To me, I think most people just look at this as
Android.
a
Exploring iOS
transition
26
effect
until it
and
looks
a
like an
theme.
Android. Let's unlock it. So
But I
far
hope
it's
this
okay.
doesn't carry
This
them
is the
through
new
all the
glass
way through
design.
announcing the iPhone 17 this year and like, oh, look, it also has
Android.
liquid glass.
Exploring iOS 26
To
until
me,
it
that's
looks
a
like an
very
Android.
minute
Let's unlock it.
feature in the grand scheme of things. Don't get me wrong. It looks clean on most things, like the home screen right here or the lock screen.
This video
It looks
is sponsored
clean
by SetApp.
WWDC 2025 or
like
moves
this.
that have been matched to the curves.
Do most people care that this part is transparent? Like, most things need a background so that you have some kind of contrast so you can properly see what you're looking at. But in some occasions, this is going to cause an issue. Now, I'm not going to harp on it too much because it's not like a very bad thing or nothing like that, but most people need some type of background like this. Yeah, it's Apple Glass or liquid glass, but it's too transparent. Like, give me some contrast. I need some contrast to help decipher what I'm looking at instead of there's going to be a lot of times where somebody has to squint because it's not
behaves
legible.
just like glass.
I mean,
in
it's
the real
decent, I
world,
guess.
and
It's definitely not the worst,
when you
but
need more.
like this, it looks like it's just muddy. It doesn't look clean. Like I don't think most people cared that it was like a darker background. I don't think most people cared. It was just a function, but they're just trying to find little small things here and there to try to say, hey, this is new, this is improved. Look at this. I don't know. I don't think that's enough. Anyways, let's continue.
Moves between different views. I do want to preface that everything shown in this video, or at least the hands-on portions, are a developer beta, and so things might change in the future.
Yeah, that's what he said about Apple Intelligence, but it never came out. Like this right here, this looks clean. I like this lock screen for somebody who likes simplicity and like a modern looking look to their device. I would rock a lock screen like this. But I feel like you can achieve this without having liquid glass. I could be wrong, but please don't buy the new phone if they only show you, oh, it comes with iOS 26. Look, it has liquid glass. Don't think about what the phone does. And I'm not saying that the iPhone is bad. It's definitely not bad. It's a great phone. Obviously, I have one. But don't let this be your draw-in, because I feel like most people won't use this, because after a while it's going to just annoy you visually, like to look at.
New design language, and it's very prevalent on the line.
Like, look at this. I'd rather have contrast here. I'd rather see my notifications a little bit more clear. Look at that. That is too transparent to me. Why? I don't know. You have color and stuff in the actual app icon itself, but like calendar and invitation, that part you can barely see it. The ring and that notification, you can barely see it. Same thing with the other notifications. The actual text of the notification, you can barely see it. That's pointless. Kind of ruins the experience of this whole liquid glass thing. Now, they did announce some other stuff, some productivity stuff, like I said, with notes, emails, memojis, grouping things together to help you be more productive. But I don't think most people will utilize that as much as they think they will.
To be a lot larger than ever before. The notifications have a very translucent /
I did
glass design.
see that the clock automatically adjust to your, and it only works in portrait mode if you have a portrait style photo, but the clock automatically adjusts to whatever video, or not video, but picture you have on your lock screen. That is pretty cool. I never would have thought of that, but it will automatically like extend, retract, get bigger, fill up space, whatever the case is, just to assist with your lock screen. But anyways, last but not least, that was just a quick thing, because I was like, what's the big thing from the new WWDC? And it was liquid glass, so that was my opinion on it. But anyways, last thing. How much do you guys think, if you're a gamer, whether you're casual or hardcore, how much do you guys think it costs to be a gamer nowadays, or just a tech person? Your thing could be laptops, phones, PC setups, whatever, or it could be gaming consoles, video games. How much is that? Like, how much do you need to make to be dedicated to this lifestyle? Because I'm going to tell y'all, it is expensive. It's becoming more and more expensive to be a gamer in 2025, I think, than ever before. Obviously, with inflation, obviously over time, stuff raises in price, but it's getting expensive. So, obviously, games were $59.99 for years, eons. Then it went up to $69.99. And then you see some that are $80. And those are just the games. Yeah, you still get some here and there that might come out that are like $30. If it's not a big AAA game. Indie games can range in price a lot. But then that's the games. Then you got to go to the console. So we're gonna budget out how much. Let's see. We're gonna budget out how much. Do they have a calculator? Yeah, they have a calculator, of course. We're gonna budget out how much it costs to be a gamer. So, or even a tech person. A gamer and a tech person. We're going to budget this out. Because as someone who dabbles in both, I can tell you it is expensive. So let's see. A game, let's just assume by the end of this year, going into next year, every game is going to be about $80. Most of them are already $70. I can see most games being about $80 in the very immediate future. All right. So we're going to say $80 for a game. That's fair. $80. Wait, what happened? Oh, okay, it's still there. So $80, and then you got to get a console or a PC. I don't even want to go into PC because that number can vary depending on what setup you want. So I'll just do standard console. So to get a console, the PS5 Pro, and I'm assuming you want the best of the best, but the PS5 Pro came out at $800. The Switch is at $500. The new Xbox, whenever that launches, let's just say they're probably going to match PlayStation. But I'll lowball it. I'll say $700, $750 for a console. So let's just do $700. $700 for a console. What is that? $780. But that's only if you have one game. Most people, on average, I would say, they probably have about, if I had to guess, and there's some people who love just one game in particular, but I would guess most people have that they play consistently 4 to 5 games. I'm pretty sure it's more. Like, I have way more. I probably have like 20 something that I actively, I have more than that, but like that I would play. So let's do, what's 60 times, the games aren't even $60 anymore. Let's say 70 times 6. Let's do that. I'm going to do it on my phone really quick and then put it on here because then I think I'm going to take everything away. Or actually, I'll remember, whatever. So we got 780. Clear this. So let's say 70 times 6. That's 420 plus 780. That's $1,200 right now. We're only talking about 1 year. We're in the same year. We're not talking about multiple years. Just say on average you're rotating about 6 games that you bought. You got the newest console. Oh, excuse me. You got the newest console-ish. And then, yeah, that's what we got right now. So we got 6 or 7 games and the console. That's $1,200. But also, with that, controllers, they break. And controllers now are about $70. So let's do plus 70. Actually, we'll keep it at $1,200 actually. We'll keep it at $1,200 because controllers don't break every year. That's not that's like a once in with stick drift and stuff. Let's just say you might have to replace a controller. Already had to. So let's actually I won't add it. Whatever. So we got $1,200 and we have the console, 6 or 7 games. What else do you use? Accessories. If you play online, which most people do, you got to have headphones. And these consoles do not come with headphones. So you got to buy your own. So it's about 60, 70 bucks. So let's say 70 bucks for headphones. That's your accessory. Now, most people don't have it handheld with their console. I won't say it's everyone, but a decent amount of people do. So let's just assume. So if you want the handheld, if you want to play on the go, whatever, you might have kids, you want to let them play, I don't know. But on average, I would say a handheld, on average, let's just do $250. We're going to do $250 for a handheld. We're going to lowball it. Now you're at $15, $20. Now, whether you look at this as an investment or not, that's completely up to you. But we're just trying to show what's up with the what's up. How expensive things are getting now in 2025. So this is one thing. But you also, most people, they need a monitor to play on. They need a nice TV to play on. Now, granted, there's some crazy prices for TVs and monitors. So we're going to try to come in the middle. And let's see what's reasonable for a average TV or average monitor. How much would that be? Let me know what y'all think. How much would an average console or TV be? Or not console, but TV or monitor. How much would that be? Let's see. How much would a TV or monitor be? This monitor, I think, was like $260 something. Actually, no, this one's more expensive. This is like $360, I think. I have a budget. I have a budget one. TV, I think that was like $700 or $800. Let's see. What's a decent price? Yeah, I'll say like 500. Yeah, I'll say like 500. So plus 500 to view your or play your stuff on. So you're at $2,000, $2,020. Then you need a phone. And those of you who don't upgrade your phone every year, it is what it is. That's fine. But you got to get that initial phone. And most phones nowadays are a minimum $1,000 if you're getting an Apple or Android. Those are the main hitters. You got to get one of those phones, and it's at least $1,000. So let's just say $1,000. We'll keep it low. So we're at $3,020. You got to get cases for your phone, screen protector. We're just gonna round that up. We'll say $80. $80. Boom. You're at $3,100. You see where I'm going with this? Technology and gaming is expensive now. And I'm only talking about cell phones, gaming consoles, games. Most people have a smartwatch too. We can't forget that. Add another $350 in there. Boom. $3,450. That's on average, and I lowballed some stuff. That's on average how much you're spending to enjoy this hobby of yours. If that's not expensive, I don't know what is. That's like 2 mortgages right there. 2 or 3. That's expensive. So, that's kind of what I think about when I'm like continuing to dabble in stuff. I mean, you know, there is a saying, you got to pay to play. And I don't mind paying because I love to play. So I don't mind. It is what it is. Obviously, you're not paying all this at once. But just a summary of how the cost can accumulate just out of what you want for your satisfaction as far as your communication and gaming. You're spending about $3,500. That's expensive. That's expensive. So it is getting expensive to game. It's getting expensive to have your technology. Everybody with this iPhone and Android stuff, they do all this green bubble versus blue bubble, and some people feel left out. They get FOMO because they're like, oh, this person got the newest iPhone, I got to get it too. Now, granted, some of these companies have great trade-in offers, which is good. It helps kind of circumvent some of these prices, even with gaming, but gaming is not as much because you already know how GameStop gets down. You buy an $800 console, they'll give you 3 pennies and a peanut in exchange. That's just how that works. So yeah, on one hand, they do have great trading offers, but on the other hand, like, they're really devaluing your stuff once you trade it into them. So, that is what it is. But yeah, those are just the news topics for today. Like I said, I'm going to try to keep this little live thing going maybe every night for an hour. Most nights. So just keep in mind of that schedule. That's what we'll shoot for. Obviously, you'll be notified, so make sure to hit the bell, like, and subscribe to get notifications. And yeah, it's a hard life out here, man. It's hurting my pockets just staring at it. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next one.